Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's EJ Moreno, and this is About Last Night, the show where I talk about the movie I saw last night. Yep, we're gonna swim right into this episode, and I'm talking about The Meg. Holy Jason Statham, do I love The Meg. I have so much praise for this movie. This is a perfect summer movie. Look, it's summertime, it's really hot outside, especially in the United States. It is crazy. You need some good escapism. You need to go like relax and cool off. Go do it with The Meg. You will not regret a movie that's this insane, this fun, this tense as well. Do not forget tense, because while this movie is not traditionally scary as you would think like a typical horror movie would be, I was tense for a good amount of this movie, being like, oh, it's those underwater scenes that get me every time. They got me in this movie. But honestly, this is such a great summer movie. I haven't seen a summer movie this good since the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which, if you know me, I'm not an MCU person, so that's weird praise. But summertime movies should be something like Guardians or now The Meg, where you're just going in and you're just, I don't even want to say turn off your brain, because this movie doesn't even make you do that. You're just going in and just being like, wash over me with this insanity, and I'm gonna have fun. The Meg is so much fun. I'm just happy that I can wash the taste of Christopher Robin out of my mouth. That came out wrong. Okay, so going back to The Meg though, this movie is exactly what I wanted and what I expected it to be, though it actually blew some of my expectations out of the water. So I was like here with The Meg. The Meg ended up being like here. Like, I am so genuinely impressed that this was such a well-made, like it was polished, it was good, it was cut to the choice, like it was everything we needed it to be, and I cannot be any happier to actually give this a great review. This is such an odd praise, but I'm happy that almost all of the characters are likable. It is so hard, especially within the horror genre, where we have characters that we're like waiting for them to die. Not in The Meg, other than Ruby Rose, because I don't think she's a good actress. I was waiting for her to go, but honestly, everyone here, I was happy that they're there. They're contributing to the story, to the plot, to the action. They're doing what they need to do, especially Mr. Jason Statham. I'll talk about him in a little bit, because this movie is his movie. But everyone did so great, and I'm just happy to see a movie where I liked the characters. I had fun watching them on screen. So refreshing. What's also refreshing is a big, like crazy shark movie like this has some of the best cinematography I've seen almost all year. There is shots in this movie that I legit went, oh, that's pretty. Like, continuously, there is some beautiful shots in this. I don't care if they're super green screen, if they made them with CGI, it looked good. When the CGI doesn't look that great, it's fine, it's almost excusable because they're underwater. I took my friend Jake with me, and he actually was like, okay, look, when CGI is underwater, it kind of helps like diffuse some of those rough edges and things like that. That's exactly what this movie has, is where like, even if it looked rough, it's underwater, it's so quick, it's gone, it's like, that's fine, it didn't hurt my eyes. I am happy that the cinematography was great. The visual effects were strong. The sound design was good. Not too many jump scares where it was annoying. It was exactly what everything, like on the filmmaking technical side, they checked off so many boxes that I didn't think were gonna be there. Truly, like I said, when I saw those amazing shots and some of these like really interesting segments and scenes, I was so happy and so amazed that they actually put together and put forth a really great, strong, solid film. I said I was gonna talk about him, so he's gonna get his whole own segment now. Jason Statham makes The Meg. I like the shark in this movie, I like the other characters, but without Jason Statham holding everything together, I don't know if this would have been as strong as it is. Jason Statham is everything you want in this movie. He's hilarious when he needs to be. He has amazing action when he needs to be. There's some actually genuinely cute moments with him and the young girl in this film. I just thought he was so like adorable with her, and I loved seeing that. I loved seeing him flirt with her mom as well. There was good stuff there. He had an ex in this movie, like, you know, that one ex character, if you've seen Twister or even Jurassic Park 2, there's always that like, I'm gonna do this mission and oh my God, my ex is there. They avoided all those stupid ex cliches where like, hear them bickering. No, he gave her one I told you so, and she said, that you told me so. Exactly, and it was done. This movie avoids the stupidity that so many other shark movies do, and I am proud of that. I am so happy of that. Oh, thank you, the Meg. But back to Jason Statham. So Jason Statham is, like I said, the lifeblood of this movie. He adds so much funness to it. He adds so many great quotes. He's the quotable character for this movie. He also is the one to take on the shark in the most realistic way. There are so many times in movies where let's say it's like a Godzilla movie and the human character is gonna try to face off with him. You're like, really? But when he's facing off against the Meg, I was like, you know what, Meg? Have you not seen Crank or The Transporter? Do not mess with him. I was so amazed that I actually believed him as this character, him as this troubled rescue diver role. He was so solid in that role and provided everything we needed. Like I said, the laughs, the tension, oh my God, those moments, he was there for it. He carried this movie. I could not have imagined this movie without Statham. Look, if I had to muster up a complaint, my only complaint would be some of the acting from Ruby Rose and a couple Rainn Wilson's character. They weren't my favorite. Were they horrendous that I needed them off my screen? Not really, but that was one of the only weaker moments was some of the acting. I will say I'm a fan of gore and blood. I would have liked a little bit more gore and blood. I don't need you to go insane Hostile style. But honestly, Jaws, for a PG movie back in the day, that scene where he's sliding into Bruce's mouth, that is a terrifying, bloody scene. I wanted something a little bit more like that, but these are just weird little nitpicks for the Meg, because I don't have many complaints about a movie that's this fun and knows exactly what it's trying to do. That's a compliment with Jason Statham and even some of the other characters and the movie itself. It knew what it was making, the cast knew what they were gonna do, the director knew what movie he was making, and they owned that completely. All right, so to wrap all of this up, I'm gonna rank this in the weird world of shark movies. So for me, Sharknado's down here, it is the low of low. Then you have Deep Blue Sea. Then you have you know what, I'm gonna put 47 meters down over there. One of my top 3 of all time is The Shallows. I love The Shallows. I'm gonna put the Meg right under The Shallows. Obviously, we all know number 1 is Jaws. Maybe Jaws the Revenge? No, I'm just kidding. Roaring Shark, no. But Jaws is the all-time greatest shark movie. But honestly, after The Shallows and now the Meg, I actually think we're stepping forward to making a shark movie as iconic and as memorable as Jaws. Who knows when it will be? Who knows if it might take 5 more years or something like that? But with the Meg and now The Shallows a couple years ago, this is the type of movies I've been wanting for the shark genre. Thank you so much for this. Oh, I'm so happy I enjoyed the Meg. I'm so happy you guys joined me for my review of the Meg. I wanted to do a more Megalodon-sized review, but I'm gonna keep this short, quick, and simple. Go see the Meg as soon as possible. You will not regret it, and if you do hate it after my recommendation, come tell me down in the comments below that you're like, no, bro, you were really wrong about this movie. Just don't be too mean. God, Christopher Robin fans were so mean to me last week. Oh, so sad, so sad. But no, thank you guys so much. Leave me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this review. Comment down below if you plan on seeing the Meg. If you've seen the Meg, let me know your feelings about the Meg. Let me know your feelings on Jason Statham, because we all need to talk about Jason Statham more. Thank you again for tuning into About Last Night. It was so fun talking about this awesome Megalodon movie with you guys. I am happy. I'm happy. This movie just put me in a mood that I did not expect. So thank you again for tuning in, and check out another episode of About Last Night.